Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Levis, that was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On third down, Robinson.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he's in for Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra deep. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Addison will go in motion left. Levis on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They run. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for his touchdown. Bijan Robinson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. After down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Levis. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. There he goes left side. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Levis is sneaking, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Will Levis scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joseph now to have the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Hurt sets up to throw it. Steps away. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That is caught. Now he's got some breathing room. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown! His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. It's now 12-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Levis to throw off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. He was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Levis out of the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. Contact fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Hurts completing this one quickly. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Great play there. 50 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. To 14. take it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
This guy is well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good one there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. But we're still in the second quarter.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Boy, no chance as he was losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for loss, Charles, only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hurts. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They go play action with Hurts.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And forget that 100-yard rushing game. As he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
In it to win it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. Escapes the defender. And they work this run upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Robinson on a give right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Great effort there. 29 yards. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. 3 touchdowns and 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now whistles come in. Timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Levis looking to throw.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion right.
First and 10. Here's Levis. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Finally hauled in for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from him.
Calling a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been terrific so far. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
Take it to the crib, baby!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but someone's playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
147 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give left side to Robinson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce. There's their lead here in the final minute of the third. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, those are still defensive and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be 1 more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The slot man in motion right.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that for... And he will get into the end zone. It's a touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum, and let him cap things off.
after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily.
And now look at him go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A second down throw from Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We've talked about CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now catch the ball. They also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Handoff now to Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Hurts. On the move to his left. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Robinson. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Robinson.
And they're going to score again. Touchdowns just added their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Play action now. Levis.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
This game, it was running him early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our